Hello, Pisces, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you're having a great day. This will be your weekly reading for the week of January 25th through the 31st. And during that time, we have a first quarter moon that comes in on the 26th. And first quarters can kind of feel like that full moon energy where you're a little impatient. It's just hard to buckle down and get anything done. Like your mind is just active, a lot of energy. So keep that in mind. We then move into the waxing gibbous energy, and that, of course, settles down. That'll be for the rest of the week. Your energy settles down a little bit. It's a good time to act on your intuition and introspection. Also, a good time just to work on those things that you started during the new moon, but be a little bit more flexible and be able to make adjustments. So, keep those moon energies in mind as we move through the week. This will be an intuitive general reading for energies that you may or may not encounter, Pisces. So, as always, please take what resonates today and leave what doesn't for someone else. And your overall message for this reading is to hold your vision, which we just had with the Aquarius reading. So, same card popping out for you guys as well. And Pisces, as I'm shuffling, I would like to say that my fun weekly reminder this week is that you keep a spiritual journal. So, a lot of times we don't recognize the patterns that are evolving in our spiritual life because we're just not keeping track of them. You just forget things. So, keeping a journal of those things, and this could be synchronicities that you're having, things that you're learning, maybe dreams that you're having. I know a lot of times I've journaled dreams and come back months and maybe even years later, and the dream made so much more sense to me later. So, and it's kind of a good way to teach you like your own dream symbol language. We're all very unique in that aspect. So keep those, keep that in mind and keep a spiritual journal. That's just my fun advice for you this week. All right, let's get into this reading. Pisces, January 25th through the 31st. Hold your vision. All right, your overall present energy is the Nine of Pentacles. Very nice. So, very enjoying the fruits of your labor. Really, just that's a great week to have. It could be that you've been working hard and you're like, it's time to relax a little bit, take a little me time this week. So, that's good. Your current situation is the Six of Cups. So, there might even be someone from your past coming up that you may want to spend some time with. This could be a relative, this could be a friend, anyone that's kind of from your past. This is kind of our card of feeling a little bit nostalgic. So there might just be someone that you want to get together and hang with and enjoy the fruits of your labor with a little bit. At the root of your situation is the World card. So you're just in a place where you are feeling very balanced. The World card is about it's the very last card in the major arcana. So it's kind of the end of the fool's journey as the fool goes through and learns and does all of these things and just gets to this place of perfect balance. And that's a very good root card to have. Just because everything's just nice, even keeled for you this week, which is awesome. In your recent past is the Wheel of Fortune. So now we've got a couple of major arcana cards coming up. So it looks like you're going through or have just kind of gone through like an evolving phase where you've evolved into something because you spent some time learning something, and that happens a lot. And also that'll bring you to an area of perfect balance, that you're kind of learning about yourself and evolving, and you're just in a place where you feel good, so you're enjoying that right now. What is on your mind this week is the Ten of Wands. So it looks through some sort of pushing through to some sort of ending. Maybe even a new phase coming up with tens, of course, come ones. We're in a 1 year. So I've seen a lot of people doing a lot of endings and beginnings. So I feel like, I keep saying that I think we're all going to be on the edge of our seat all year long. I feel like these new beginnings and these new things happening are going to be some things that none of us have ever experienced before on kind of a global level, personal also as well. With personal things could be a little bit smaller. Some of the global things I think might be like, wow, that's amazing. So, but hold your vision, whatever it is, this last push that you're doing, you're pushing through, just get her done, right? What is just ahead of you this week? Oh, two cards coming out. Let's grab one. Just ahead of you is the Knight of Pentacles. So some sort of action here, either on the financial or the material front. And this could be something, this could be like doing your taxes, although it could be spending money on a new sofa. It's just some sort of action that's going to involve, money or material type things, and it could be either. But that's just something that's ahead of you. And probably if you're enjoying the fruits of your labor, might be something that you're kind of splurging on a little bit this week. What is in your advice position is the Chariot card. So it looks like you're getting ready to make some sort of move with all of this information. Again, now we've got three major arcana coming up. So, while you're doing this, enjoying the fruits of your labor, you're also kind of gathering some information about something that you're wanting to do. You're not going to do it this week. You might not even do it next week or next month, but it's something that you're kind of gathering information and putting things together, and maybe waiting until the timing is right. This could be so many different things. I'm not getting any indicators here from your cards about what this might be, but some kind of move that you're wanting to make. And this can be an inside move, just something where you're wanting to transform a part of yourself or make some changes internally. It could be some external move, like you might be thinking about changing a job or thinking about moving. It's not a literal move. So, it's the kind of thing where you're gathering information, and you're not quite there yet. You're still kind of in information gathering mode, which is just fine. Your advice is to continue to do that. What is beyond your control this week is the Six of Wands, which is about, again, this is more celebrating, more like the Nine of Pentacles there, enjoying the fruits of your labor, feeling like, maybe there's some support and recognition, I guess, of, from friends, family, maybe even people at work, of just someone patting you on the back and saying, hey, well done. Also, I will say we now have two sixes on the table. So make sure that you look up angel number 66 and see if that has, and, holds any meaning for you. We also have two tens, I'm just noticing too. So 10, 10, and 66 so far. Look up those angel numbers and also put them in your journal. Those are numbers that you're encountering in your reading. You might also start to see that you're encountering them and come back in a few weeks and be like, wow, I've seen this number now 3 weeks in a row. Or, that's just kind of the way that happens. If you write it down, you'll remember that. So, what is your secret desire, or what are you trying to avoid? Is the King of Pentacles. Hopefully that's your secret desire, because that's just being knowledgeable in all things pentacles. This is, none of us are completely knowledgeable, but a king, definitely knows where his money is, knows where all of his things are, and knows what all of his constituents are up to. It's just kind of that, kind of a good overview of not only yourself, but everything around you. So, is that your secret desire, or is that something do you want to avoid that? Are you like, the what is it, the turtle that's like just hiding, pulls his head back, I don't want to know anything this week? Or are you like, I want to know everything this week? So ask yourself that. That's kind of a question that you need the answer to this week. In your outcome position is the Five of Swords. So, our Five of Swords is about it. This card, again, we're taught, I say this all the time, we are taught that this is winning through deceit or underhanded tactics. That's like but I feel like with this card, I don't know if, for me, I just get a different feeling many times when I pull this card, especially here at the ending. And I feel like even though you've got some things going on here, this five is about saying some things that need to be said. That this person, and maybe there's people in the background here you can see where, they're walking away, or there's feelings. This person looks like they might have some hands in there, like they might be crying about it or upset about something. This guy is looking pretty smug about it. Like, yeah, that needed to be said. But I also see him holding a couple of swords, almost like, how you kind of have it out with somebody, and it's like, here's some things that need said, and you hold back, like you don't say everything, and kind of usually because we're being kind, right? Um, and that's kind of what I feel like this is in your outcome. Now, is this something, are you the speaker here, or are you the receiver of this information? I'm not sure. I guess that could go different ways for different Pisces, but I guess kind of brace yourself for, you almost like you're sailing along and someone just wants to have a confrontation with you a little bit this week over something. I'm not sure what. Um, since it seems like you're doing very well, and maybe it's just someone likes to just rain on somebody's parade. It's kind of what I'm feeling there. Don't let it happen, or at least be aware that that could happen. Someone could try to do that to you, and you need to be like, nope, I'm not going to do it. Okay, what's hidden from you this week is the King of Cups. So, well, that's interesting, because maybe if that does happen, you may just unload, because I don't feel like, King of Cups is about having that knowledge and control of your emotions. So that's hidden from you. You could just be sailing along again. Someone rains on your parade and you just let them have it, because that's no fun. All right, let's see what the Soul Oracle deck says for you as we wrap up this reading, Pisces. Also, again, hold your vision, whatever this vision you're having, which looks pretty positive. I mean, you have so many positive cards coming in this week that it's just that negative there at the end that, again, is there a party pooper or someone raining on your parade? If so, I don't think you're going to be able to control your emotions about it. Drop me a comment. Let me know what's going on there. All right, final message here for Pisces, the creative no. Okay, that could lead to that maybe, that you do have to creatively say no to something, someone, whatever. Um, Maybe if you're not creative enough, it does get contentious. All right, what do you need to do in the way of self-care, since it looks like you are kind of indulging yourself a little bit this week, which is fine and dandy. Sometimes we all need a week like that. All right, final self-care message here for Pisces. And the card that you get is the card that says focus. If you focus on what you don't want, there's a good chance you might get it. Focus on what you do want instead. Oh, maybe that's where that card comes in. Focus on what you do want. I mean, that's some very simple manifesting rules, right? If you stay in that mindset of what you don't want, you just keep getting it over and over and over. But if you can change that mindset and hold your vision about it, and you might have to do this with, I make little notes to myself all the time. Make a little note somewhere where only you see it or you know what it means, and just to kind of remind yourself to keep in that positive manifesting mindset, to manifest the things that you want, not other things. So, Pisces, thank you so much for being here this week. I do hope there's something that you can take away and use in a positive way in your life this week. If you're comfortable sharing, drop me a comment down below. I'm real curious about what happened here. So if that happens to you this week, don't forget to come back and tell me a comment. I want to know what's going on. Or if you have questions, I'm happy to answer any questions about this reading for you also. And if you like my reading style, if you hit that like and subscribe button, it'll help you find me next week. And that'd be pretty awesome for me, I think. So thank you so much, Pisces. I will see you next week, and good luck with all of this. Bye bye.